I just want to know if the Dark Lord is going to destroy the world and if the hero is going to save the world. I don't care about will they f or will they not, or who will she f or who will she not. A lot of the time, people really behave like sheep and they just hate something because it is the popular trend. Right? We hate this because everyone else hates it. One of those things is love triangles. Everyone who reads young adult or romance hates love triangles just because everyone hates them. And a lot of people don't really have a specific reason of why they hate love triangles. I want you to answer this question. Why do you specifically hate love triangles? And the reason why is because this channel, it is really a discussion. It's not just one way, right? You know, it's not just me broadcasting my opinions to you and just, you know, smacking your face with them, right?
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Basically, it is a discussion. I am very interested to hear what you think of the particular topic this video is about. With that out of the way, let's talk about love triangles. Oftentimes, when people talk about love triangles, a lot of my friends, from what I've noticed, is that practically all of them hate love triangles. And a lot of them don't really talk about the love triangles any further than that. And it is crazy to me because if you hate something, you should know why. And so I hope that you can agree with me that it's not that always love triangles are bad, right? It is about when are love triangles bad and when are they good? Because to answer these two questions is to solve the problem. It's to solve the dichotomy of love triangles. Everything in storytelling has to answer this question. Let's take action scenes. When are action scenes good and when are action scenes bad? If you're Brandon Sanderson, you don't have to answer this question. I will always read your action scenes. But it means if you cannot answer these two questions properly, your action scenes will be terrible because they will be randomly placed everywhere. Number one. Number two, the same thing goes for everything else in storytelling. When are love triangles good and when are love triangles bad? To answer this is to hit the gold. In other words, to strike the gold and to find it. Because to be just sheep and follow everyone else and to say, oh, I hate this because everyone hates it, it's really not good. Let's establish something else, okay? And that thing is how oftentimes stories hook you. In other words, when you read a story, in the beginning of the story, of course, you know, the obvious stuff happens, right? The author is introducing you to the story, to the world, to the characters, perhaps the villain, the main conflict, and so on and so forth, right? You keep reading for the conflict to be resolved. So, the fact here, the second fact is that you are reading a book to see something resolved. And so a good story in this particular sense, in this particular framework, is a story where everything that happens to contribute to the resolution of that conflict. And that means when you are having a love triangle, when is it bad? It is bad, to put it in a very blunt way, when you have your love triangle not be the main point of the story. In other words, let's take a romance book, right? This is when a love triangle is good. Why? Because the point of the story is the romantic tension. Everyone is reading the book for the romantic tension. Ooh, will these, you know, two fall in love or so on and so forth, right? And so in the particular case of a love triangle, will this girl, which one of these two boys will she choose, right? Sometimes it goes the other way. The point is, which one of these two boys will she choose? And that is romantic tension. That is still romantic tension. And you can have a lot of conflict in that particular way because it's a battle, right? It's like a gladiator match. The winner takes the girl, right? And in that particular framework, a love triangle in a romance book is entertaining. In fact, I would argue a love triangle in a romance book is way more entertaining than something that is completely dry. But let's take something else, right? Let's take a story about, let's say, a bank robbery. And in this particular bank robbery, the author in the beginning of the story introduces you to the squad, right? Maybe there is conflict among them, and that causes, more conflict within the struggle, right? Because the objective is rob the bank. If the guys cannot come together and they're arguing with each other, that's more conflict. We want to see that, right? We want to see them get corrupted by the money, or they cannot work with each other because they have opposing personalities and they end up just punching the crap out of each other. And that is entertaining to watch. But what if in the middle, and by the way, don't forget, you kept reading the story for that. Now let's go to the middle of the story. Now you just kept reading for that particular conflict. the bank robbery. But the author seems to be obsessed and completely neglects the bank robbery and the conflict among the squad, and he instead focuses on a love triangle. That bothers me a lot, and I hope that bothers you as well, because I think this is when love triangles are terrible. They are terrible when they are a distraction to the main plot of the story, because we kept reading for that and you are now shoving something else down our throat. That's not what we want something else, right? And I hope that you can relate to me and hope you can understand my particular reason why I don't like love triangles sometimes. And I always hate love triangles when it is proper to hate them, not because it's just, you know, oh, this book has a love triangle, throw it out of the window, right? Refund my money, right? No, it is to hate a love triangle for me when it is a distraction to the main plot, and to love it is when it is the point, when it creates more conflict in the point. Because again, remember, we have a bank heist. If the squad start arguing with each other, that carries more conflict to the bank heist, right? It might not happen. Oh, we want that to see that happen? Yeah. Let's say the point is a romantic tension. If there are two guys and one girl, that is more tension. That is what? More romantic tension. Therefore, the love triangle serves the purpose of the story. It increases the conflict in the story, right? More entropy, basically, if there is one engineer who is watching me. So it is really fun to read a well-written love triangle. A love triangle that does not distract from the main plot, that does not bother me and irk me, because I just want to know if the Dark Lord is going to destroy the world and if the hero is going to save the world. I don't care about will they or will they not, or who will she or who will she not, okay? Because that's not the point. That's not why I'm reading. And I hope that you enjoyed this particular discussion. And don't forget, this is not just me screaming into your face and, you know, just broadcasting and smacking you with my opinions. This is a discussion. This is a dialogue. Why do you specifically hate love triangles? Please tell me down in the comments, and I'm so interested to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. Bye-bye.